lively coming out. They be wondering what we talking about.
Salute. Bow, salute. From nocturnal boxing to the boxing YouTuberverse, man. Is it me or does Floyd Money Mayweather, aka Pretty Boy Floyd, does he sound like Cassidy versus Hitman Holla? Constantly reminded Gervonta Tank Davis of the moment I met you as a little kid and signed your autograph on your Spalding.
For talking. I signed this nigga Spalding. They got me battling a nigga that I signed the autograph for.
When I autographed your phone when you was a young kid, I seen something in you then. Now, I don't know who was with me. I think
You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Tank Davis is a grown man. I think he can handle his battles inside and outside of the ring, and he doesn't need to be underneath the wing. He doesn't need to be in the shadow, and he doesn't need somebody to speak for him. You know what I'm saying? All in all, I thought Gervonta Tank Davis had a mediocre. It was a good performance. It just wasn't a exceptional performance. He was in there against a tough guy, and like they said, a star was born. I'm not gonna come down too hard on Floyd because he's just a human being. He's flawed, not perfect, but sometimes it's a time when you have to give up the spotlight if you really want this young man to shine. You gotta know how to get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I think all the boxers at the end of this year has been wrapping up the end of this year very, very, for boxing fans, very impressively. Lomachenko just had a fight with Richard Comey, haven't seen that. Devin Haney, Jojo Diaz. If I had to say from the fights I saw to pick between the two greatest fights was Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. I think that was probably the fight of the year. And then Teofimo Lopez versus George the Ferocious Kambosos. And if Teofimo Lopez would have lost and been able to hold his head up a little higher, I think, this would have been a great loss for him. He would have lost, but he would have looked just as good losing as Devin Haney looked winning against Jojo Diaz, and Gervonta Tank Davis looked in somewhat of a flat performance against Isaac Cruz. And then Ryan Garcia is nowhere to be seen except for on Instagram and YouTube. So, I want to say to Teofimo Lopez, hold your head up, go rebuild yourself, recalibrate, go back to the drawing board. And I want to say to Devin Haney, good job, keep doing what you're doing, tighten up your defense. You don't want to get your head snapped back by somebody that got some real power because you might really get hurt. But other than that, his boxing skills still pay the bills. And to Floyd Money Mayweather, let Canelo do his thing, man. You talking about Canelo, oh, steroids. But nobody's saying Floyd Mayweather, saline solution and vitamins, IV. You know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck out of here, man.
TBE. You know what I'm saying? You can't eclipse Muhammad Ali, but you were TBE. And what you doing outside of the boxing ring with investing your money and becoming a billionaire, that's to be saluted. But at the end of the day, right now, Canelo is the man. Period, point blank. And I feel like he's carrying the boxing flag with a lot of integrity. He's fighting good fights, and let Canelo do his thing. And the people that supporting Canelo, salute. You know what I'm saying? If he's not your favorite fighter, I understand. But right now, I think all the fighters that's fighting right now are getting too much negative critiques from the fans. And I feel like for us boxing fans, we love boxing because it's one-on-one, mano-y-mano. We don't like team sports. And life outside of boxing is very boring and monotonous. So we like to see one man conquer the world. And all these boxers, in one way or another way, are trying to do that. And I gotta give my credit and salute to all the boxers, win, lose, draw. Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Tank Davis, Errol Spence, Terrence Bud Crawford, George the Ferocious Kambosos, Josh Taylor, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. If you are retiring, I salute you, man. You gave us some great, great fights. You know what I mean? Everybody else out there in the boxing YouTuberverse, hey, from Nocturnal Thoughts, I'm gone. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. Adios, salute, sayonara, bye.
Sleepy going in, lively coming out. They be wondering what we talking about.